YouTube. Crazy word.
Yo, that's crazy work.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
That's a fact, Jack. What up, YouTube? Big T.O. Heavy Bag TV. Man, if you don't get your goof ass in here and hit the bang. All right, man. Teofimo Lopez. It looked like it's official, completely ducking Subriel Matias. And it's being reported that he was offered his highest payday to date, $3 million, if I'm not mistaken. At least this is what is being reported for the Subriel Matias fight. And if we can all remember, Teofimo Lopez said, listen, Puerto Rican fighters were easy fights. So you would think that this would be the type of matchup that he would jump at, right? So, and according to Teofimo Lopez, he didn't turn down the fight. He just countered Top Rank's offer, right? And if they're telling you, hey, this is it, just take it or leave it, and you're countering it, I mean, in other words, you're turning it down, right? If you're countering the offer and they telling you, listen, this is it, right? And look, definitely a lot of frustration on the part of Teofimo Lopez. He's been a two-time lineal world, again, extremely dislikable character. All right, I'm not going to argue with you guys there. I'm not such a big fan of Teofimo Lopez, especially given all of the racial comments he's had to say in the past. You couple that with some of the other antics, he's extremely unlikable, right? I give you that for sure. But you can't take away his accomplishments, what he's been able to do in the ring, and the fact that I just think he's a really good fighter, a pound-for-pound fighter, in my opinion. To achieve lineal status in two different weight classes in your boxing career says a lot about your talent to beat the man and to be the man. He's currently the guy at 140 pounds. You can't take nothing away. You know me on this channel. I'm going to give cats credit where I believe that they deserve credit, right? But I think he's doing himself a disservice at the end of the day. This is a fight I think you really needed to take. You've only fought once against Steve Claggett since the Josh Taylor fight, I believe it was. And you got to stay active at the end of the day. I know, the Devin Haney situation ain't work out. The Boots in this situation ain't work out. The Bud Crawford situation ain't work out. You got to move forward. Now, this is somebody who's told us himself he's never earned $1 million in a fight, or he's come close, right? He's been paid shy of $1 million for fights. Somebody who's been headlining top ranked cards for a little while now. And listen, I get the frustration. You want the money that comes along with the achievements, but the fact of the matter is, bro, the popularity just isn't there. And you can only look at yourself and look at who you chose to sign with at the end of the day. Again, this is somebody who doesn't even have 1 million followers on social media, bro. So at this or one single social media platform, let me say that. So I think, he's got to take the blame somewhere along the way as well. It looks like they're in some type of legal battle. It's being reported between Teofimo Lopez and Top Rank that could potentially get him sidelined for two years with Top Rank. Not so sure how true that is, but it's being reported that he could potentially be suspended for 2 years with Top Rank. I don't know, man. Tio, why wouldn't you take the $3 million, your highest payday to date, versus Subriel Matias? That's fucking mind blowing. I can't wait to see exactly what happens with him next. All right, Gervonta Tank Davis cleared up a lot of stuff recently. Just recently went live. There was a lot of talk around the Calvin Ford situation and whether or not he would be in a corner with Tank Davis. And Tank says, listen, he's got Calvin Davis tatted on him. He's never going anywhere. That's Pops, right? He's saying that's my father figure. I love that guy. He's always going to be around. Now, whether or not he will actually be in the corner, that's something we'll have to see. We seen him training with somebody new. I don't know, but he was talking about a potential rematch with Ryan Garcia, right? And if you can remember, he got that was it the 8th or 9th round knockout on, or it might have been the 7th knockout of Ryan Garcia, who at the time was big, right? Somebody who's yet to even make 140 pounds, shrunk him down to 136. Then he had a 10-pound rehydration clause. So it was a really, really small Ryan Garcia. And listen, that wasn't an excuse in my book because Ryan Garcia was already campaigning at 135 pounds just months prior, for the most part, right? Not even a whole year removed out of the 135-pound division. So it wasn't even no big deal in my eyes for him to make 135. So I didn't really use that as an excuse for Ryan Garcia. But I told you guys on my channel that this wasn't a 50-50 fight. It was more of a 70-30 fight for Tank Davis. And we would see that in the ring. And that's exactly what we did. I just don't believe the weight cut had anything to do with that loss. That's just my opinion. But Tank he's willing to revisit this rematch with Ryan Garcia, but it'll cost a big bag to the tune of $150 million. And he said he would need that money up front. And I ain't mad at him, especially if you would get back in there with a Ryan Garcia who would more than likely balloon to at least 165, 170 the night of the fight if they did it at a catch weight. And more than likely, undertaking Tank's terms, it would have to be no more than 140 pounds. It would be interesting to see what weight they would decide to do it at. I think if Turkey Out Sheik was willing to pay Tank $150 million, he would probably say, hey man, this fight's got to be at 140 or where Ryan is comfortable making weight, maybe that 143, 144 mark, if Tank would be willing to move up that far. But for $150 million, and Ryan again, who in my opinion is just easy to figure out if you can avoid the left hand. Again, like I told y'all, if Devin Haney fought Ryan Garcia again, mark my words, if that fight actually happens again, Devin wins easy if he boxes like Devin, right? If he doesn't come in with the completely wrong game plan and trying to knock Ryan Garcia out, I think it's an easy win for Devin Haney. When he was boxing in that fight, there was spurts where he was actually boxing and he was doing Ryan dirty at the end of the day, but ultimately he had the wrong game plan. But for somebody like Tank Davis, whether it's 135, 144, I just don't think it matters between the power and the IQ of Tank Davis and the defensive awareness of the left hand or the left hook from Ryan Garcia. It's easy work. I'm just saying. And I'm also saying Ryan Garcia hasn't been a world champion for a reason. Yeah, you want to give him a ton of credit for fighting Devin Haney and Tank Davis, but it's a reason why he's no world champion. I'm just saying. Now, he would have been in that Devin Haney situation, but nigga, you was cheating. And at the end of the day, whether it helped you or not, and I believe that it didn't help him, but nigga, you got popped. Again, a reason you haven't been a world champion. All right, man, that's all I got for y'all on this one, man. You let me know what you think in the comment section. Big T.O. heavy bag. I'm out of here. Talk to him, Roger.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.